Think becoming a millionaire in your 20s is impossible? Think again, because right now, somewhere in the world, someone your age is quietly building $1 million net worth. Not through luck, not through viral fame, and not through some secret Wall Street trick. They're doing it through structure, through decisions most people ignore, through habits that look small today, but become powerful over time. And here's the part most people miss. Your 20s are not just another decade of your life. They are the most financially powerful years you will ever have. Not because of how much money you make, but because of how much time your money has to grow. Yet most people waste this decade chasing the wrong things. They chase lifestyle upgrades before building assets. They chase fast money instead of durable systems. They chase trends instead of trajectory. And by the time they realize the mistake, the most powerful compounding years are already gone. But here's the good news. You don't need to be born rich. You don't need a six-figure salary. You don't need to pick the next viral investment. What you need is a clear framework. A wealth-building system designed specifically for your 20s. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact mindset shift that separates young millionaires from everyone else. The wealth-building strategies that work even if you're starting with a small income. The financial habits that quietly turn ordinary earners into long-term investors. And a realistic roadmap showing how someone in their 20s can build $1 million net worth over time through consistency and smart positioning. But you must stay with me until the end of this video, because near the end, I'll break down a simple wealth-building roadmap that shows exactly how small monthly investments in your 20s can compound into life-changing financial freedom. Once you see those numbers, you'll understand why the decisions you make in this decade matter more than almost any financial decision you will ever make. So if you're in your 20s, or even if you've just entered your 30s and want to reset your financial direction, this video could completely change the way you think about money, wealth, and your future. Let's talk about how future millionaires actually build wealth in their 20s. 1. The financial window most people don't realize they have. Let's begin with something many people don't realize until it's too late. Your 20s are not just the beginning of adulthood. They are the most powerful wealth-building window of your entire life. Not because you have the most money. Most people in their 20s are actually earning the least they ever will, but because of something far more valuable than income. Time. Time is the most powerful wealth multiplier that exists, and the earlier you start using it, the less pressure you will face later in life. Yet most people misunderstand how wealth actually develops. They think wealth comes from one big break, a lucky investment, a viral business, a sudden jump in income. But the truth is far less dramatic. Real wealth usually grows quietly. It grows through consistent decisions repeated over long periods of time. Small actions that look insignificant today begin to compound into something powerful tomorrow. And your 20s are when those decisions begin to matter the most, because the difference between starting early and starting late is enormous. Let's imagine two people. Both decide they want to build wealth. Both invest the same amount of money every month. Both earn the same average return. The only difference is when they start. The first person begins investing at age 22. The second person begins investing at age 32. Just a 10-year difference. But that 10-year head start can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional wealth over time. Not because the first person was smarter, not because they earned more, but because their money had more time to work. This is the hidden advantage of starting in your 20s. Time allows your investments to grow on top of growth. Returns begin generating their own returns, and eventually the growth becomes larger than your contributions. That's the moment when compounding truly begins to work for you. But here's the challenge most young people face. Your 20s are also when distractions are the strongest. Lifestyle pressure, social media comparison, friends upgrading cars, apartments, and vacations. The temptation to spend first and think about money later. And when everyone around you is living for today, building wealth for tomorrow can feel unnecessary. But the individuals who become financially independent understand something others overlook. Your 20s are not just for spending, they are for positioning. Positioning your finances, positioning your habits, positioning your future. The goal during this decade is not to look wealthy. the goal is to build the foundation that eventually creates wealth. That means learning how money actually works, understanding the difference between income and assets, building habits that allow your capital to grow, and avoiding the financial mistakes that delay progress for years. Because the decisions you make in your 20s do not stay in your 20s. They echo into your 30s. They echo into your 40s. And they determine whether you spend the rest of your life catching up or moving ahead. This is why future millionaires treat their 20s differently. They are not obsessed with appearing successful. They are focused on building the structure that will eventually make success inevitable. And that structure begins with something simple but powerful. Understanding the real challenges young adults face when trying to build wealth. Because before you can build $1 million future, you first need to recognize the obstacles that keep most people from ever starting. 2. The financial obstacles most people face in their 20s. Before anyone builds wealth in their 20s, they encounter a reality that feels discouraging at first. Most young adults begin their financial journey with 3 major disadvantages: limited income, rising living costs, and financial pressure from multiple directions. For many people, the first full-time job doesn't come with a 6-figure salary. It often comes with student loan payments, rent, transportation expenses, and daily living costs that absorb most of the paycheck. And when income feels tight, investing or saving money can seem unrealistic. This is where the first major misconception appears. Many people believe wealth building begins only after income becomes large. They think they must wait until they earn more before they can start investing. But waiting creates the biggest financial disadvantage of all, because time is the single factor that makes small investments powerful. Future millionaires understand that wealth building does not begin with large contributions. It begins with consistent behavior. Even small amounts of money invested regularly can begin the compounding process. And once compounding starts, the growth accelerates with time. Yet income challenges are only one part of the equation. There is also the psychological pressure that exists in your 20s. This is the decade where lifestyle expectations start forming. Friends move into new apartments. People buy newer cars. Social media constantly displays images of luxury travel, expensive restaurants, and upgraded lifestyles. The message becomes clear, even if it is never spoken directly. Spend now. Enjoy now. Upgrade now. But there is a hidden cost to this mindset. Every time income increases and spending rises immediately with it, wealth creation is delayed. This is known as lifestyle inflation. And lifestyle inflation quietly prevents millions of people from ever accumulating meaningful assets. Instead of directing extra income toward investments, many people direct it toward comfort and appearance. Future millionaires take a different approach. When their income rises, their investments rise first. Lifestyle improvements come later. That single decision separates long-term wealth builders from those who remain financially stagnant. Another challenge young adults face is financial confusion. Schools rarely teach practical money management. Many people graduate without understanding how investing works, how retirement accounts function, how taxes affect income, how debt influences long-term wealth. Without this knowledge, money decisions often become reactive rather than strategic. Future millionaires solve this problem by committing to financial education early. They read. They learn. They study how money moves. They understand that knowledge is a form of leverage. The more you understand about investing, saving, and asset building, the more effective each financial decision becomes. There is also a final obstacle that deserves attention: comparison. In the age of constant digital exposure, it is easy to measure your financial progress against others. But what people display publicly rarely reflects their actual financial condition. Someone may appear wealthy online while carrying large amounts of debt privately. Someone may display expensive purchases without showing the financial pressure behind them. Future millionaires avoid this trap by focusing on something different. They focus on net worth, not appearance. They measure progress by the growth of assets, not by the size of purchases, not by the visibility of their lifestyle, but by the steady increase of financial security. Once this mindset shift happens, something powerful begins to change. Money stops being a tool for temporary validation. It becomes a tool for long-term freedom. And when that shift takes place, the next step becomes clear. The focus moves from obstacles to opportunity, because even with a modest income and a challenging financial environment, there are strategies that allow young adults to build wealth faster than they ever imagined. And the first of those strategies begins with one of the most powerful financial habits a young person can develop. Strategy number 1, start investing early and consistently. Once you understand the challenges of building wealth in your 20s, the next step is shifting your behavior. Future millionaires begin investing earlier than most people, not when everything is perfect, not when income becomes large. They start while their income is still growing, because the earlier money enters the market, the longer it has to compound. Think of investing like planting seeds. At first, growth is slow. You might not notice much progress, but over time those seeds grow. Your investments begin generating returns. Those returns begin generating additional returns. Eventually, the growth becomes larger than your contributions. That is the power of compounding. Future millionaires understand that the goal early on is not perfection. The goal is participation. Even small investments made consistently can begin the compounding process. Many young investors start with tax-advantaged accounts such as retirement plans or investment accounts that allow money to grow efficiently over time. If an employer offers a retirement contribution match, taking advantage of that opportunity can be one of the smartest financial decisions you make. Another powerful strategy is dollar-cost averaging. Instead of trying to predict the perfect time to invest, you contribute regularly. Some months markets rise, some months they fall. But consistent investing allows you to participate in long-term growth without relying on prediction. Future millionaires focus on consistency rather than timing. They invest automatically, month after month, year after year, and they follow one simple principle: invest first, then build their lifestyle around what remains. That single habit creates financial momentum, but investing alone cannot build wealth quickly, because there is another force that can accelerate the entire process. Strategy number 2, develop high-income skills. Saving and investing create the foundation of wealth, but income growth accelerates everything. Future millionaires understand that their early career income is not fixed. It is expandable. The more value you create in the marketplace, the more income opportunities appear. If someone earns $40,000 and saves 20%, they invest $8,000 per year. But if their income grows to $80,000 while maintaining the same discipline, their investment power doubles. That difference compounds dramatically over time. This is why young wealth builders focus on developing valuable skills. Skills that solve problems. Skills that increase productivity. Skills that organizations are willing to pay more for. These may include communication, technology, strategic thinking, leadership, or specialized professional expertise. The goal is simple: become more valuable. And when your value increases, your income potential expands. Many people also experiment with additional income streams during their 20s. Freelance work, small online ventures, consulting, creative services. Side projects may start small, but they can provide extra capital to invest. Even a few $100s per month invested consistently can accelerate long-term wealth. More importantly, building additional income teaches business thinking. It builds independence, creativity, and financial discipline. Future millionaires do not rely on luck to increase income. They deliberately increase their value over time. And as income grows, investing becomes easier. Momentum builds faster, but there is another factor that determines whether that growing income actually turns into wealth. Lifestyle choices, because wealth is not only determined by what you earn, it is determined by how you spend. And the next principle future millionaires apply is one of the most powerful financial habits of all. Strategy number 3, live below your means and turn income into assets. Earning more money can accelerate wealth, but income alone does not create financial freedom. Many high earners still struggle financially because their lifestyle grows as quickly as their paycheck. This is known as lifestyle inflation. As income increases, spending increases with it. A better apartment, a newer car, more expensive habits, and slowly, the additional income disappears. Future millionaires approach this differently. When their income rises, their investments rise first. Lifestyle improvements come later. This single decision protects their ability to accumulate assets. Living below your means does not mean depriving yourself or avoiding enjoyment. It simply means spending less than you earn and directing the difference toward investments that grow over time. Because wealth is not created by consumption. It is created by ownership. Ownership of assets that appreciate or generate income. This may include investments in businesses, diversified market funds, real estate, or other long-term assets that build value over time. Future millionaires focus on acquiring assets rather than accumulating liabilities. They prioritize financial stability over short-term status. From the outside, their lifestyle may look ordinary during the early years. They drive reasonable cars. They control unnecessary spending. They avoid the pressure to keep up with appearances. But behind the scenes, something powerful is happening. Assets are building. Investments are growing. Financial momentum is forming. Over time, those assets begin producing income. That income can be reinvested. Reinvested income generates additional growth, and eventually the system becomes self-reinforcing. The goal is not to look wealthy today. The goal is to build the structure that eventually creates wealth. When you combine three simple principles, investing consistently, increasing your earning power, and living below your means, something remarkable begins to happen. Your financial life starts moving in a different direction than most people. Instead of chasing income forever, your assets begin working alongside you. Your investments begin contributing to your financial progress. And with enough time and consistency, those assets begin producing opportunities that income alone cannot provide. This is the quiet foundation behind many young millionaires. They focus less on appearances and more on asset accumulation. Because once assets begin growing, wealth becomes less about effort and more about momentum. But understanding these strategies is only the beginning. The real question many people ask is this: how do these habits actually turn into $1 million net worth? What does the timeline really look like? And how can someone in their 20s realistically build that level of wealth over time? To answer that, we need to look at the financial roadmap that connects these strategies to long-term results. The Millionaire Roadmap: How Wealth Grows Over Time. Now let's answer the question many people ask. How does someone actually reach $1 million net worth? For most people, it doesn't happen through one dramatic moment. It happens through stages. In the early years, the focus is simply building the habit of investing. Your contributions drive most of the growth. You're laying the financial foundation. As time passes and income increases, your investment contributions increase as well. Now your portfolio begins to grow faster. Your money starts generating returns, and those returns begin producing additional returns. This is where compounding becomes powerful. Eventually, your investments begin contributing as much growth as the money you invest. Your capital begins working alongside you. Over time, consistent investing, rising income, and disciplined spending create financial momentum. Assets grow, opportunities expand, and the path toward $1 million net worth becomes increasingly realistic, not through luck, but through steady behavior repeated over many years. That is the real roadmap. Start early. Invest consistently. Increase contributions as income grows, and allow compounding to work uninterrupted. Because wealth is rarely built in a single moment. It is built through consistent progress sustained over time. And once that momentum begins, the next step is maintaining the mindset that allows you to stay committed for the long term. The mindset that separates future millionaires. By now, you've seen the strategies. Start investing early. Increase your earning power. Live below your means. Stay consistent. But strategies alone are not enough. The real difference between those who build wealth and those who struggle financially often comes down to mindset. Most people expect financial progress to feel fast, but wealth building rarely feels dramatic. For long periods of time, progress is quiet. Investments grow slowly. Savings increase gradually. Habits repeat month after month. And because it feels slow, many people lose patience. Future millionaires think differently. They focus on trajectory, not speed. Instead of asking, "How fast can this grow?" they ask, "How reliably can this grow?" That shift changes everything. They ignore short-term noise. They continue investing through different market conditions. They prioritize ownership over appearance, because looking wealthy often requires spending. Becoming wealthy requires building assets. Over time, those assets create momentum, and momentum eventually creates freedom. Freedom of choice, freedom of time, freedom from constant financial pressure. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency long enough for compounding to work, and the financial habits you build in your 20s can shape the rest of your financial future. The Future Millionaire Decision. Let's bring everything together. Building wealth in your 20s is not about chasing the next big opportunity. It's about building the right financial structure early in life. Start investing as soon as possible. Increase your earning power over time. Control lifestyle inflation, and stay consistent long enough for compounding to work. These habits may not look dramatic in the beginning, but over the years, they quietly transform your financial future. The people who become millionaires in their 20s or 30s rarely follow a perfect path. They simply begin earlier. They make smarter decisions with their money, and they stay committed to the process even when progress feels slow. Because wealth is not built through one lucky moment. It is built through disciplined decisions repeated over many years. If you begin applying these principles now, the results may not appear immediately, but over time, your investments will grow. Your income will expand. Your assets will begin working alongside you. And eventually, the financial freedom many people dream about becomes realistic. The most important step is starting. Future millionaires are not defined by where they begin. They are defined by the decisions they continue making. If this video helped you think differently about building wealth in your 20s, share your thoughts in the comments and let me know what strategy you plan to start applying first. And if you want more financial education, wealth-building strategies, and money mindset insights designed to help individuals and families build long-term financial freedom, subscribe to Financial Awaken with Aaron and hit the notification button so you don't miss the next video. Because every week we break down practical ideas that help you think smarter about money and build a stronger financial future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.